Yeah.
What up?
What up?
Everybody, welcome to episode 20 of your boys Trash Talk with G.
Almost legal.
G.
Almost.
S. How was everybody's week? G, how was the week, man?
Week was good, man. Another cool week. Hung out, did some things, took my kids to the lake during this past week. Took my daughter to her friend's little birthday party the other day. Went checked out my man. He had his 39th birthday party Friday night. Hung out. It was a good time. You know what I'm saying? And other than that, man, just been chilling. Here we are. Sunday, we back.
Yes, sir. What up, Smillz?
Yep. What's good, man? I mean, I'm back. What's goody?
Yeah.
I missed some things. I kind of caught up on the episodes. You dudes is funny, man. Y'all dudes is real funny. And I'm gonna address some things later off screen, Jeremy. That generico that you called me out on. But other than that, everything is everything. On a personal,
you ain't got to do. First off, let me tell you something. You ain't got to do a damn thing off screen. We live, baby. If you got something to say, say it.
Ooh.
No, don't push your views on women and put me in the same bag as you.
Oh, that.
I know you're talking.
We're gonna leave that.
Okay.
We're gonna leave that alone.
Okay, I got you.
Don't blame me. I'm just the devil's advocate, and I just bring other things to the light.
That means son caught some heat when Shorty heard that.
I got you.
But everything's good. Everything's good.
Good, man. Good to have you back, brother. Yeah, man. I had a very interesting freaking week, bro. Like, I was on Twitch, and this dude, Jay, I don't know if you peeped the video I made on YouTube, but I had this dude come into my Twitch, and he was like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna raid you with some followers, blah, blah, blah. Cool. He raids me, and I go from like 102 followers-ish to over 7,000 followers. Now, on the surface, this sounds like a great thing, but unfortunately, they were all fake accounts, and he played the hell out of me. He played me, and he played my boy. My boy ended up with over 10,000 followers. So we had to put a ticket out to Twitch, and now Twitch is trying to do something about it, but yo, that shit was another level of fucking craziness, bro. So
Did you pay him for that?
Nah, hell no. Like, just like how Twitch be working is like, you know, whatever. I see you playing Overwatch, you got a certain amount of viewers. I'm streaming, I got a certain amount of viewers. I could pop into your stream and raid you. Now me and all my viewers are in your stream. People will start to follow you. That's kind of how you support each other on Twitch. And like the way dude said it, he made it sound like it was going to be legit, but he ended up giving us a bunch of fraudulent accounts as followers. So like it was a whole fucking thing, bro. And
he's straight out Takashi, them son.
Yeah.
Trolled the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Yo,
word,
ridiculous, man. But other than that, yo, great week. Looking to talk about this versus. Which is gonna be the wave this episode, man. And on that versus tip, I have a very, very special old verse new for you guys. Okay. In honor of the verses.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
And just a side note, because we're gonna keep it hip hop this week, but colors up, because I like basketball and all of that, but this is my season. P.S. You Dallas fans, even though it was the Hall of Fame game, y'all trash. Talk to me. You ain't gonna big
up the United States of America for winning the gold in basketball before you get into your football groove?
For real,
what's
bro.
up with that?
How about we give it up to the United States of America for having the most gold, silver, and bronze medals throughout the whole entire Tokyo Olympics?
Yeah.
Nice. Like we did incredible.
Round of applause, baby.
Incredible.
Round of applause.
Yeah. Incredible. Hit it, bro. Let's go.
Yeah,
big ups to Team USA, man.
Big
ups. Big ups to Simone Biles, yo. Simone Biles is incredible.
Yeah, she came through. She fought through that, you know, through dealing with that stress. Came back on the balance beam, won the bronze.
Yeah,
man.
man.
Shouts to Suni Lee. She got the gold for the all around. Yo, they was out here doing it, man.
Yeah.
We up here doing big things in the summertime and you talking winter sports, man. What's wrong with you?
Because the pigskin was thrown last Thursday and my team was on the field.
You just want to bleed a slow death. You know what the end of your season is going to look like, man.
Yo,
Come on.
Remember, you're a Giants fan, son. Slow your roll, my nigga. Don't worry, football, we gonna be talking about this. Don't worry. Don't worry.
The Pittsburgh Steelers fan who lives in New Jersey.
Hell yeah.
For real.
And probably ain't never been to Pittsburgh a day in his life.
Yo, don't be a hater, son.
But you ain't nobody hating. Yeah. I ain't hating on nothing, bro.
Because you understand why I'm a Steelers fan, man.
Okay, well, explain that one. I'm gonna need to understand that.
It's real simple. When I started watching football, the two big names in football were Donovan McNabb and Jerome Bettis. Brothers. You know what I'm saying? And that was Philadelphia Eagles and Pittsburgh Steelers. And I just gravitated towards Jerome Bettis. So I gravitated towards the bus. Steelers fan. Just like how I'm a Pacers fan. When I really got into basketball, Reggie Miller was that dude.
How does that make sense?
Man, you could have been a
Reggie Miller was that dude. I know you hate it because of what Reggie be doing to y'all on the court or was doing to y'all back then.
Y'all.
Yeah.
Like you don't live in the tri-state area. You don't live nowhere near Indiana.
So what?
Okay, Reggie Miller was a shit, but Allen Houston was dope. You had Ewing on at the same time. There was a reason to love the Knicks at the same time. It really was. That you was being a traitor.
That whole squad, and Larry
Chris
Johnson
Childs.
and all them, John Starks and everybody. Yeah, it was a squad. But Reggie was just mean with it, yo. And
Reggie was an ass.
And that's what made him dope, because he was an ass, but he could back that shit up, yo. Especially his clutch game was top notch.
Well, let me ask you this: Have you ever in your life cheered for a New York team?
I cheered for when the Nets went to the finals both them years, when they had J Kidd and Kmart and Richard Jefferson, and they went and got trashed by the Lakers.
But when the Nets was in the playoffs and they went against Indiana. And Reggie Miller made that 3 at the buzzer. What was that, in like overtime or something like that? You was cheering for Indiana. You wasn't cheering for the home squad.
That was my squad.
Come on, man. All right.
Please, you don't try to shame me here because of I'm not one of them. Oh, that's the New Jersey team. I have to like them. Nah. I like who I like. I like who plays the sport, not necessarily the team. But when the Nets went, I was all for it. Like, that was when it was the New Jersey Nets.
If you watching the YouTube version right now and you look at Smill's screen, his shirt and his hat represents where he's from. If you look at my screen, my hat represents where I'm from. Born and bred, tri-state. Look at this man, J Genius, this fraudulent individual right here.
Look at me. Yeah.
With the damn Pittsburgh on.
Oh, hold up. I got a point this way. You over there. You're from Irvington, nigga.
Okay. So, tri-state area.
Put an Irvington hat.
Tri-state area.
Not tri-state area. Represent where you from. Represent where you from.
I represent Ghost Town every day, baby. Let's go.
No, you don't. You represent New York right now. You're representing New York City. Yeah, exactly.
Bruh, I live in New Jersey, and I'm a fan of New York teams like it should be.
We can roll the tape on this podcast.
There's no New Jersey baseball team.
Thank you.
There's New Jersey nothing when it comes to teams now anymore. But you talking about repping where you from. Let's roll the tape on this podcast. How many Jersey hats have I worn on this podcast? How many Jersey hats?
Yeah, but none of them are team hats. That's just...
But it's representing where I'm from. Jersey, nigga.
You get that?
Jersey. Where your Jersey hat at?
Where's my jersey?
Where your Jersey hat at? It's Jersey fitteds out here. I got a couple of them. They have been worn on this podcast. We will roll the tape.
All right. All right.
Niggas trying to come for me, man. You don't get your ass out of here. Roll the 7. That's right.
Anyway, man. Yeah, so we gonna have Over's news gonna be coming. Of course, we got You Wildin. Smillz is gonna hit us off with What the Fuck Smillz, and that's gonna be interesting. And all the while we're gonna be talking about this versus. So Jay, let's start it off, man.
Yo,
opinions, moments.
Like I said, like the Meth and Red, still for me, just the edge it holds number one because of how Meth and them, they brought people out and all of that. But other than that, this versus here, and it wasn't even just a win for the Lox, because we gonna get into how Dipset got washed. They got dragged, yo. But this was really a joint like for hip hop, yo.
Yes,
and
it was
a beautiful thing, man.
Yes,
and
it
the
was.
Lox, yo, I'm talking about fresh. Like it was no half stepping, yo. And to see them still be able to do that at that, at that such a high caliber, and with that type of energy, you know what I'm saying? No days off, yo.
Yeah. How do you remember the words to your freestyles? These not even your biggest hits that you was touring with. You bodying your freestyles word for word.
Yo. And they bodying it together. Styles and Sheik got the ad-libs. Like, yo, it was like they was on it. In sync.
All of them knew each other's words.
Yeah. Crazy, yo. And just that energy that they was putting out there, man. And yo, shout out to the DJ and all of that, yo. They had it lined up. Like,
you know what I like? You know what I liked about, like, I was telling Generico, one thing that was dope that came about from that was what I love about hip hop, like what I think the embodiment of hip hop was, one versus what they try to push out there to what hip hop is supposed to be.
Yeah.
If you can understand what I'm saying with that.
Yeah.
Like, we get Dipset, you know what I'm saying? We get that you repping New York and all this, that, and the third, and the swag that comes along with it. And you got bars, like, you can spit those bars and stuff like that. But it's just something, and I always go to it when I speak about a certain rapper, the feeling. And like what I was telling Generico also, like when we were watching it, was that right now, if you ask me, Jadakiss is the face of hip hop, bro.
After that,
when you think of hip hop, period, that's the face that should jump out to you right now in 2021.
Our definition of hip hop.
No, period.
No. Our definition of hip hop.
No.
You're saying, Smillz, we get what you're saying.
I get what you're saying too.
Generico, I get what you saying.
Because Smillz, you just straight up said that's what it needs to be. And I agree 1,000,000,000%. Jadakiss and what he did embodies hip hop, but it also embodies that I'm better than you, see me. Like, you drop a joint, all right, I'm gonna drop one better. That's what we think hip hop, that's what we know hip hop to be.
Exactly. I'm glad you changed your word.
That's what we know hip hop to be. Unfortunately, though, there is a new generation, and I can tell you right now, cats out here who be listening to your boy, the baby or the little baby or whatever, a lot of them cats probably watched that shit and they was like, guaranteed.
Oh yeah.
Guaranteed.
Oh yeah.
Because their definition of what hip hop is in 2021 with these new niggas is completely different from ours.
Let me ask you this. Those same people that you mentioned, had they been in that crowd that night, do you think they would have not felt that energy?
It's impossible not to.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that speaks volumes right there. Just like I was telling you while we were watching it, what Jada did right there was anybody that if they never messed with hip hop, but they just kept hearing this buzz about the Lox and Dipset and versus, and they was just like, oh, let me turn this on to see what this is about. And they caught Jada doing what he was doing while he was in that zone. They just became a fan of hip hop. It doesn't matter if you throw on freaking Little Nas X freaking joint when you got the kids around and stuff like that, and you don't consider that hip hop or whatever. Now you're a hip hop fan because you're like, wait a minute, what did this do? If you listen to the appreciation to get an understanding, if you listen from a hater's perspective, then you're not gonna get it. But if you're gonna listen to it and try to understand why people is praising this individual, that was your eye opener, bro.
Yeah.
Jada was in a zone that I have not seen. Like, that was some real. I love the Mamba video that I sent y'all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's what he did. It was Mamba time, son. Shaq fouled out. Jada was like, I got you. And he sealed the deal. Like, that's what it is, man.
And like Jada held it down, but just them as a collective, like, it was just a three-headed monster, yo. Yeah. Jada was that big ass one in the middle, but it was a three-headed monster, yo.
Yep.
And what really made me feel so good about it, like, yo, this shit is like, we gotta remember, yo, the Lox have been here since like 95.
Yeah.
Nah, 97, wasn't it?
Well, they dropped their album in 97. They was but they really been out since like 95. That's when they got discovered. But think about that, yo. 95 to 2000, 2021, excuse me.
Word.
26 years, yo.
Word.
26 years, and they rocking the crowd like that.
Jadakiss and Styles are both 46 years old.
Yeah,
and
my age.
They rock that. Nah, you more like 57. But but they rocked the stage like they was 26 years old and just started doing this shit.
Yeah, man.
That's what blew my mind. I didn't watch it live. Like, I saw on my phone, everybody on Facebook was going in, but I was out, so I couldn't watch it. And I'm glad I went to Smillz' house and I watched it because I got to actually see what Jadakiss was doing. It was incredible.
It was crazy, yo.
Incredible.
He really he held it down, yo.
What was interesting, me and Smillz was talking yesterday, and I want to get your thoughts on this, Jay. We was talking about if Dipset was on they shit and they knew they bars word for word like Jada did. If you compare song for song, if you just look at song for song, back to back from beginning to end, would it have been as much of a wash?
It would have been tighter. Song for song, it would have been tighter. Definitely.
Now, see, that goes also into why I say what I love about hip hop one. Because if you think about it, the way that they put their presentation out there, that was hip hop, where the MC is controlling the crowd. He can do it a cappella. He can just do it because it's coming straight from him. Versus the 2005 on era, where you got the music playing in the background and your words are playing and you basically are just talking over your own music, but if you don't know the words, you just stop talking and the song keeps playing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
That kind of disappointed me about Dipset. Yeah. Man. I was like, yo, because like you said, like when Reservoir of Dogs came in, Sheik bodied his verse. Then they stopped the music and Styles did his shit a cappella.
Yes.
It's like in niggas' face, like giving them the bars. Like, that's the energy, son.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
I was amped on that part too. I'm like, you get them niggas them balls. Get them balls.
Yeah.
And it's like,
that's hip-hop,
Dipset coming out and they got the track playing. I'm like, and like you said, like it was points where Jimmy and Jewels, his energy was just off for me. I don't know what the fuck was going on with Jewels.
With Jewels?
You know, yeah.
Yo,
he didn't know like half his lyrics. I'm like, yo,
he started it off though. Like the very first song that Dipset did. Which one was it? I forgot. But Joel started, and I'm like, oh shit! Like I looked over at Smillz. I'm like, yo, all right, let's get this shit started. And then like it kind of just went downhill for them after that.
That's why I said the funny joint was when they were saying that Joel's new teeth forgot his old lyrics. Yo, that was hilarious, son. That was hilarious.
Damn, they played him. That's funny. Yo, I got myself an old verse new for y'all, but it ain't gonna be the traditional old verse new. This is going to be bars for bars right now. So throw the old verse new out of here, and in honor of my favorite verses so far, we gonna pop an old verse new right now. Let's go, baby.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody. So old verse new for this week is going to be a little bit different. We're going to be doing it song for song, well, verse for verse. We got Cameron's very famous verse on Get 'Em Girls versus Jadakiss's very famous verse on We Gon' Make It. All right, let's start out with Cameron, Get 'Em Girls. I get the boosters boosting. I get computers puting. Y'all get shot at, call me. I do the shooting. I do the recruiting. I tutor the students. I nurture they brain. I'm moving the movement. Whether Buddhist or Buddha, that's Judas or Judah. I got Luger to Ruger, hit from Ruda to Tuda, chick from Hooter to Hooter. I put two in producers. I'm the real boss story, the hula of Hoosiers. I rock mostly dosey. I roll mostly dolly. I'll leave you holy, holy. Yo, say holy moly. Here come the coroner, get 'em, play roly-poly. I'll tell you true stories how I coldly hold heat. When it's reppin' time, I get on extra grind. Fried to fricassee, pepper seed, and pepperdine. Jeff Hamilton, Genesis, leather time. Bitches say I'm the man, I tell them never mind.
Right. Cameron's hilarious, man.
Cameron, it really is funny, man. He's funny. All right, so we got Jadakiss's verse on We Gonna Make It. Let's go. Fuck the frail shit. Cause when my coke come in, they gotta use the scales that they weigh the whales with. Carlson's on the Jeep. Bugatti made the prototype. Hope you get the picture, but you just can't photo life. Determined niggas make it. Kicking down the door and we burn the niggas naked. The house costs $1 million sitting on the beach. And the only thing I know, if it's furnished, I'ma take it. My bathtub lift up. My walls do a 360. We got the shit that the government got. Talking money, then you rubbing the spot. Real niggas say that they be wildin'. We on the Cayman Islands on a yacht with our favorite albums. A bad hoe and a plate of salmon, smoking and drinking. Nigga, is you thinking that our fate is violent? I love my nigga for the fact that he real and nobody on the faculty squill. And if you facing capital pun, pass me a gun and I'ma give you time to run while I rapidly peel.
Yeah, yo. That's when I used to love when him and Styles used to do them back and forth records, yo. Classic shit.
Chick from Hooter to Hooter.
So I used to hate that shit. They mentioned that shit, the verses do, that computers putin' shit.
I had to do computers putin', bro.
Yeah.
Yo, I mean, who do you think is funnier between... I would like to hear some next, like, Fab and Cam type. Because them two are funny, man. Fab is funny too, man.
Fab is underrated.
Always has been.
I feel like we haven't even...
Fab
Have we
is
even
one of the
talked about
nicest.
Fab within the
Fab
past
is one of the nicest.
20
like,
episodes?
if you know, if you listen to hip hop, you already know that Fab is one of the nicest.
Yeah.
Like,
That
that
Fab
should
and
go.
Jadakiss album was crack.
I loved it.
Oh,
The
Friday
Freddie
on
meets
Elm
Jason
Street,
or
yeah,
whatever.
that was
Freddie
Yeah.
versus Jason.
Friday on Elm Street. That shit was hard.
Yeah, man. That was dope.
Yeah, that was definitely hard.
But yeah, the moment for me was when Jewels was like, yo, you ain't got no joints for the ladies. Who you rapping for? Motherfuckers in jail. And then they proceeded to play like 5 songs for the ladies, yeah.
They played that Honey and was like, we got Grammys.
And it was like,
Yeah.
what are you doing right now, bro? Like, really, what are you
You
doing?
Wells, man. You get the whole one of them. And then.
Yes. Yeah.
Because you're like, yo, you, like, what was you thinking?
Yeah. I mean, Dipset always had like the joints for the ladies, but on some asshole shit. Like, Suck It or Not is like the most asshole song that was ever fucking created.
Yeah.
When you go back and watch the verses, Cam is funny to me because how many songs talk about pause, but how many songs talk about how hard his cock is and what the shorty gonna do with it? You know what I'm saying? Like, Cam be wildin', son. Like,
nah, good. Dipset's their lady record was really Hey Ma. That shit was.
And I bet you he say something about sucking and fucking and that shit too, son.
I don't remember the verse.
Cam is crazy. I'm telling you, Cam is crazy like that.
But they must have forgot all them features that the Lox did, on them R&B
Yeah.
records.
Yeah.
Like, man, they got joints with everybody.
Yeah.
And like I said, I thought, because like we said, song for song, which I thought that, Dipset was gonna come out and rock the crowd. No background vocals and all of that. Like, song for song, I knew the Lox was gonna take it, but I thought it was gonna be closer. That shit was, they ran away with that shit after like the second record,
Hold on, Cam's verse on Hey Ma. Yo, I'm not gonna say the whole thing, obviously. He's like, yo, she like, Cam, stop fronting on that Dave Hollister tip. Come over, let's swallow and sip. I'm like, mama is sick, I promise you, dick.
He already gonna get her drunk. He already gonna get her drunk and go in on it. Like, Cam is crazy.
They all say I'm rotten and rich, but not her. Boobies real, high heel doobie feel. Plus she got them Gucci nails.
Yeah.
I can't, bro.
I
fuck with Cam. I have fucked with Cam since What Mean the World to You, man.
Yeah, that was my joint back in the day.
I fucked with Cam since 357.
357, yeah, that was that shit. That's really when I started paying him more attention.
Yeah.
And then that Dipset shit happened, and then his whole shit kind of like, I was talking with Smillz about it too. Like, that whole Harlem pretty boy shit, they got that shit on lock. Like, they do. Like, do you know how many bodies Cam has probably run through in his career?
You probably can't even fathom.
Yeah.
He probably got more bodies than like most of them cats on stage combined, just because of who he is and how he carried himself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's my dude, though. I was never wearing pink or purple. That wasn't happening.
Nah, that was all him. Pink minks and all that. Like, nah, I'm good.
I don't know, man. So, like, what group-wise would you actually... See, I wish we could do MOP versus Mobb Deep, but we know that can't happen.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking like what? Like the next verses? Like,
yeah, like what group verses do you think could rock?
Bone Thugs and Harmony versus 3-6 Mafia.
What about Bone Thugs versus Outkast?
I mean, it's two. Like, there's 2 of them versus, if everybody's healthy and out of fucking jail, 5 of them. 5 versus 2.
It's still group versus group. Like, if it was to end up being some bullshit like whoever against Wu-Tang, look at how many people they going against.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
If you get the whole Wu, that's what, 11 people? What,
Yeah.
10 RIPODP?
Let me get your thoughts on this, though, G. Like, I was thinking that a really, really dope versus would be 50 versus M, but it wouldn't necessarily be kind of like what we saw with Lox and Dipset. It will be more so on some Meth and Red shit, to where like they perform, Eminem performs one of his joints, 50's ad-libbing, whatever, vice versa. Then they perform a bunch of joints that they've done together, because how many fucking songs do they have together?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me that shit wouldn't be absolutely fucking bonkers.
That'd be entertaining, yo.
I would love to see
That'd
that.
be entertaining.
That would be dope.
Speaking of M, quick sidebar. Y'all heard King's Disease? Have y'all heard it in its entirety? King's Disease 2, I should say. The new one.
I basically heard it in its entirety. Like, I got like
that record with M on it, yo. Dude, what do you think about it?
The EPMD 2?
Yeah.
The remix?
Yeah.
I think it was dope. I like that. I like the original one.
M did too much for me, yo.
I have to
that's what I like. I wasn't gonna say that. See, thank you. I'm glad that somebody mentioned it.
Nah,
because
shit,
I know
he did
how
too
I
much
felt,
on that joint.
But then I thought I was just being Smillz. You know what I'm saying? Because it got to a point. It got to a point where I'm like, yo, okay, this dude is killing it. But then it got to a point where it's like, son, you're babbling. I hear what you
quick
say,
sidebar. All right, it's over.
But you babbling.
It's over. You yo, Generico, check that joint out.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the joint that I really enjoyed, son, was the track with Lauryn Hill.
That was, and yo, Lauryn, yo, you heard her
song.
Bars, yo.
Yes.
Like she basically explained what her existence has been the past 20 years, yo.
Does this mean that she's about to come back, or was that just like another teaser or something?
I'm not even gonna hold out hope, yo, so that if it does happen, I can feel so good about it. So I'm gonna say it's a one-off for my own
Can
sake.
you imagine her and Rhapsody do an album together?
Son, don't do that to me, yo. Don't do that to me, son. You can't do shit like that, because you know how I feel about rap, yo.
Yo.
Oh my God, yo. That'd be the Kendrick and J. Cole we never got, yo.
Exactly.
That would be the Kendrick and J. Cole we never got, yo. Damn,
Oh,
why you put that thought in my head, son? Now I'm sitting here thinking about
You
just how
big,
crazy that would. Oh,
you gotta
God,
think big, man.
Ah, that's too much, yo. That would be amazing. And especially if Lauryn sounded like that. Like when I heard Lauryn, like she was on, I'm like, yo,
killing it. I'm like, hold up, did Nas write this?
That's what I started thinking, like. But when I started listening to what she was saying,
it sound like El
it was
Boogie
her.
bars.
Yeah,
It sound like yes.
Those were her bars.
Yes.
I
haven't listened to King's Disease yet.
Oh,
I absolutely have to listen to that.
But nah, M and 50, I enjoy that. But you see what's one of the next joints coming up.
What?
Nori and Beans, yo.
What?
Yeah, that's happening, son.
Get out.
Nori and Beans, son, that's happening. My Beans was just on Drink Champs. I gotta finish watching that too.
See, the only bad part about it is Beans. Y'all already know how I feel about Beans. That's my guy.
Yeah.
But the bad part is his condition because of the situation, man. He can't.
Yeah, I don't know how he gonna rock it live.
He can't. He can't because the thing that made Beans' bars ridiculous was how it was kind of like Tupac, son. It was how he said what he said that made you feel it that much more, son.
Yeah.
Especially if you understood what he was talking about. He can't sound like, because he got his lungs, man. I think, like, so that's the only, but if you if you there just for the nostalgia and the songs that they're gonna pull out, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna definitely be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, man.
Beanie Siegel and Nori.
Yeah.
That's an interesting matchup. How they come up with
that?
Who knows?
Does Nori even have that? I mean, I know that he got joints, but does he have joints to fill up a 2-hour versus against Beanie Siegel?
He got joints. Remember, he just dropped 2 albums not too long ago.
I mean, yeah,
I remember. Plus, he got his CNN shit too. And Nori got mad features.
That's what I say. Okay, so they're gonna both be doing that. Okay.
Yeah. Because Nori got CNN, he got his shit, and he got mad features. Hell, he could play Come Through again. Play that shit. You know what I'm saying?
That would be dope.
Yeah.
See, I was saying, like, I mean, the obvious elephant in the room for this whole versus is 50 versus Ja Rule, which we know is never gonna happen. But I was telling Generico, and I rocks with 50 And I low-key was hating on Ja Rule when he was really getting out, because I was tired of hearing that Cookie Monster thing, like how 50 called it out.
Yeah.
But if I'm gonna keep it 100, I was telling Generico, Ja can hang with 50 in a versus, and I wouldn't be surprised if he was considered the victor by a lot of people.
Ja got hits, more hits than Nori.
Huh?
Ja got more hits than Nori, does he not?
Yeah, Ja got hits.
Yeah. So I'm saying, like,
hits,
if he was to go head to head with 50, it won't be no wash how like some people really think it's gonna be. Nah, man, it really might not go down for that like that. And Ja Rule is not going to pull no punches. He's gonna bring his A game. You already know that.
Did they ever make up after that beef?
That's why it's never gonna happen.
Yeah,
they still don't rock with each other.
And
they don't rock
with Ja. That whole Blood in My Eye album was a diss album. Every track was about 50. He did a whole diss album, yo. Like, son, you spent all that studio time just for that?
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, he got some J-Lo records, the Ashanti records.
Yeah.
Just on GP, that 50 might catch an L. 50 too smart to put himself in a position to catch a public L like that. He's not going to do it. What does he have to gain for?
That's what I was saying to you yesterday, though. Like, I don't see 50 ever wanting to catch an L to someone like Ja Rule. But
he's not gonna, and that's why I say, that's why my counter to you was, I really don't even see 50 doing the thing with M like that because of his ego. I don't think he would want to get outshined unless they put it together like it's a concert for real. But if
they would have to do it like Meth and Red.
Yeah. But if it came up as a versus, I don't think 50 is going to try, because 50 don't want to come up as
Who does 50 beat decisively?
Who does he beat decisively? Out of who? Or just
out of his era.
Out of his era?
Who does he beat decisively?
Yeah.
A lot of people.
I mean, that's worthy of a versus, yo. Because we say he don't beat Ja Rule decisively.
I would like to see, you know what? 50 and T.I. kind of, like, they were dropping hits during the same exact time.
That was supposed to be a versus, but they're like 50.
I would like to see 50 versus T.I.
Let me ask you this: can you even put Kanye in a versus?
No, because he's a psychopath, so he wouldn't. No,
we still waiting for that damn Donda. That shit been teased for like the past 2 weeks.
Yeah,
but
that's gonna end up being like that Wu-Tang album that the government just sold.
Yeah, they took from my man because he owed taxes. Like, yo, how you gonna buy an exclusive one-of-one album and then get that shit jacked, yo?
You know, thinking about it now on the South tip, you know what'll be a dope one? Lil Jon versus T-Pain. Because Lil Jon got bangers.
That would be dope.
Bangers, and
that
so does
T-Pain. That's a like rock the party versus, yo. That's gonna be a party.
That would definitely be dope for real.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Have we had a? I don't think they had a ladies MC versus.
Yeah,
have
they had Eve and Trina.
Oh yeah,
they did. That's right. Yeah. Wasn't it whack?
It wasn't really. I didn't see it all. It was because I wasn't really big on Trina like that.
That was.
Like, I mean, Trina was cool, but I didn't think she had enough records. Like Eve got hits. Eve got joints.
Yeah,
I fuck with Eve, but I was like, Trina.
It would have been nice to see Eve against Foxy or something like that. Since we can't get Foxy and Kim, Eve and Foxy would have been good.
We might be getting Kim and Nicki Minaj though. It's rumors swirling around that they trying to ink that.
I mean, I would be dope, even though it's two different eras, but just for sound,
different eras,
sound bites,
same style though.
That
just
would
the sound
be
sound like, you know what I mean?
That would be big, yo.
Oh, the sound bites, yeah. Especially if they'd be like, yo, let's put on a show, talk a little greasy.
Word. Yeah. That'd be big.
Yeah. But like, yo, Swiss and Tim, man, they out here putting out some quality shit, yo.
I'm surprised Alicia Keys hasn't done one, especially since Swiss is helping.
She did one with John Legend.
Oh, she did? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
See, I watched the R&B shits too. That shit was smooth.
Oh, okay.
Let me ask you this, because I was talking to Generico about this too. On the R&B tip. Honestly, when you watch the verses, you watch SWV versus Escape.
Yes.
Who do you think won?
Escape, yo. And I'm really a big SWV fan, but Escape, yo, they was out, they was singing. They was rocking that shit, yo. And I know Coco had just saw old girl get shot, so they was a little standoffish in the beginning. Like the second half, when they came back from intermission, SWV was rocking. Yeah. And if you go song for song, in my opinion, song for song, SWV got it. Like nothing's fucking with Rain, nothing's fucking with Weak. Like it's SWV got certain records that are unbeatable. But on that versus stage, yo, Escape got that shit, yo. That live performance was ridiculous, bro. And I'm sitting there, I was like, yo, they bodied SWV, and I'm the biggest SWV fan. Word up, yo. But I'm like, yo, they bodied them. And then I was talking to my cousin, she a little older than me or whatever, and she was like, how do you think they won? SWV won. So I'm sitting back and I'm looking at the text and I'm like, what is wrong with you? What are you talking about? It wasn't even close. And she's like, what songs were you listening to? See, that's the thing.
So then I'm like, okay, so this is what people are doing. They're doing the song versus song more so than the actual verses that took place. To me,
it's a whole.
That's very impressionable because it's the live performance that I include. That's the whole point of the verses, ain't it? Yeah. Other than that, we could have just listened to it on the radio, or somebody could have made their own homemade mixtapes.
Yeah, because like I said, like Lox and Dipset, song for song, it was a closer battle. I still give it to the Lox. But song for song, it was a closer battle. The verses, it was a wash.
Yeah.
Wash.
Yeah.
And the same thing for Escape and SWV.
Yeah.
Can we just all acknowledge the fact that Freaky Ziggy was acting a damn fool?
Yo, when stage? He said he was the fat dude from Drew Hill, oh my God,
wow.
yo.
Wow.
Yo, he said you the fat. Oh, I started hollering, yo. I don't know. It looked like he was on one.
Nah, but someone had to do a fact check, and it's real talk. The dark-skinned fat dude in Drew Hill was the lead on a lot of songs. So you might want to pedal back off of that. You might want to pedal back off of that.
Well, I don't know, but he
just wasn't the most popular one.
Yeah. But Nas, yo, Freaky Zeke, yeah, he looked like he was on one.
Yo, Freaky was wilding, son.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, this dude is crazy, like. And then when they said to him, they was like, yo, what song you gonna perform? Where you gonna perform?
Like, yo, they just gave him a mic. He just up
here. Yeah. and then we asked each other, we was like, you know, I feel like I've always seen Freaky on a song. Like, you know, when you look at the song and the features, but do you remember a song that he was on?
Do you remember a verse?
Do you remember a verse? Nah. Like, I remember a Max B verse quicker than a Freaky verse.
Yeah.
And I've been hearing Freaky Zeke name mentioned for God knows how long, bro. So I'm pretty sure that he probably does have his hands in a couple of songs.
What happened to J.R. Ryder? He ain't fucking with them no more?
Yo, that's one of the things that a lot of people was talking about too on the low. Like, the Dipset thing could have been a little iller if it was Dipset. Like, that wasn't Dipset. Like, Hell Rell wasn't there.
Yeah.
J.R. Ryder wasn't there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, the main three were there.
Yeah.
But still, how many Hell Rell joints you like? Keep it 100.
I love his verse on War.
Nah, Hell Rell had joints.
Hell Rell had a lot of ill shit, son.
Yeah. War off of Killer Season.
Yes.
Hell Rell bodies that fucking
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Hell Rell was a very intricate part to Dipset, man. I mean, I know what went down, you know, but
yeah,
hey, whatever.
But you know what? Now we were talking about 50. What about a G Unit joint? Like, you do like 50, Lloyd Banks, Sleepy Ass, fucking Young Buck, Tony Yayo. You get all of them together. You know what? Not for nothing, I think it would have been more of an even playing field, and they were more directly in the same era if they would have did G Unit versus Dipset.
Yeah, probably.
because they were more like the exact same era. Like Lox came out a few years before Dipset.
But does 50 even? I don't even know. Does 50 even rock with G Unit like that?
I don't know.
When you listen to Banks' last album.
Yeah, I'm talking hypotheticals at this point. I don't know, but I was talking to G Smillz not too long ago, and he was telling me how he wanted his two favorite artists of all time to do a versus Common versus Drake.
Yeah. Who?
Common versus Drake.
That would be a wash, bro.
Well, tell him, because this man is like, yo.
First off, I ain't say nothing like that, but go ahead and try to, you know what I'm saying, come for my head, so to speak.
You sure you don't want to see that, bro?
I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and say that Common's gonna win that. No, he's not. Who beats Drake? Keep it 100.
I mean, that's your boy.
Let's talk factual. Who beats Drake?
Shit.
That's what
I
I'm
would
saying.
like to see, honestly,
Nobody.
I would like to see Jay-Z versus Drake.
Oof.
That's I can't see that's taking. That's it's gonna be, because this is what I'm saying, son. Like that Lox versus Dipset shit right now. All of them people in that crowd, like their crowds are going to be too divided. It's going to be a Jay-Z crowd and a Drake crowd.
Yeah,
it's not. You know what I'm saying?
It would be better if they did Jay and Nas.
Oh, that would be fun.
Jay and Nas doing like a meth and red thing.
Yeah. But this is why I'm gonna play the devil's advocate on that. As much as we love Nas, and he is the winner of the GOAT of hip hop in our tournament, if they was to do the versus setting, I don't think that Jay-Z versus Nas is gonna be as entertaining as Jay-Z versus Drake.
I mean, because Jay versus Nas will be more for hip hop.
Jay got way too many hits. Nas got some hits, yes, but we all know Nas because of his lyrical prowess. And there's some Nas songs that we love that the rest of the world don't know.
Right.
But Jay-Z, you're gonna love those verses, and the whole world's gonna know those songs on some damn near Michael Jackson type shit.
Okay, so Jay just has too many hits.
Jay has
exactly. He got too much of that. That's why I think that it's like Jay versus Drake. Yeah, Drake, we coming for you. That's how you do that.
I don't know.
Drake can't just wash the whole hip hop industry like that. We got somebody to counter you.
Yeah, with the motherfucking GOAT.
You know what I mean?
Pretty much. Damn near. Yeah, I guess you're right on that. I just think that it would be cool if Jay and Nas did some shit, and Jay did Take Over, Nas did Ether, but on some cool shit.
Yo.
But on some cool shit. Like they both on stage and they rapping to each other. Like Jay's doing Take Over in Nas's face and then reverse. Maybe Jay doesn't
do it, yo.
Maybe Jay don't do Super Ugly. We'll keep that one at the wayside. But imagine that, yo. That shit will be fucking incredible for hip hop.
Yeah. Gucci and Jeezy did it, yo. You know what I'm saying? And they kept it, you know what I'm saying? They kept it kosher.
That would be dope. But yeah, man. So it was an amazing versus, and I think I'm probably gonna watch it again.
Yeah, man.
It's dope.
It's a lot of moments.
It's dope.
A lot of moments, yo.
It's real dope. I'm feeling it. Yo, you want to bust that Why You Wildin?
Yeah, let's see what's going on out here in the world today. Got a good one. So check this out. We venture out to Jacksonville. So we get to Jacksonville, Florida. It's a dude rolls up in a Family Dollar. You know, everybody love to hit the Family Dollar, get a little bit of this, a little bit of that, once in a while, whatever. And I guess my man was short a couple dollars in the Family Dollar, so he tried to steal something. And so, you know, the world that we live in, it's always a phone somewhere to see something going on. Now, this clip I was going to cut this clip, but the audio, you really can't hear. You can't hear the two of them. So I got to break it down. But my man's in the store. He's trying to steal something, and he gets caught by a Family Dollar employee. Mind you, a female employee. It doesn't matter, neither here nor there, but he gets caught now. But this is the thing that kills me. I'm gonna ask y'all, do y'all remember it was this old video back in the day of this big girl and this skinny dude with a fro, and she was just ragging him outside. Do y'all remember that video? It was a classic one from back in the day. But put it to you like this, yo. Old girl caught boy trying to steal. She beat his ass down the aisle. She beat his ass up the aisle. She beat his ass back down the aisle, back up the aisle. Now they standing at the door tussling. The store is a fucking mess. They standing at the door tussling, doing what they doing or whatever. And now she got him hemmed up. He's trying to get out and snatch her up. Now, don't know what's the protocol at Family Dollar. Maybe a little pepper spray or something. But old girl pulls the hawk out and gets to stabbing my man. She stabbed him I think 4 times. Mind you, all of this is happening on IG Live, by the way. Of course. Laid him down in the store and the cops came. Now, unfortunately for her, she got fired and she's probably going to get brought up on charges. But still, to her, I say, why are you wildin'? You work at Family Dollar.
Word.
Are you throwing your life away at Family Dollar? Yo? Nah.
You act like a motherfucker came in to rob a bank.
Yeah.
Or if that was your Family Dollar that you specifically own.
Mind you, done trashed the store, beating this motherfucker ass up and down the store. You're wildin', and to old boy, why are you wildin'? You mean to tell me that you went into a discount chain and you ain't have enough bread, bro? I understand times is hard out here.
Not even just a discount chain. It ain't like he went into Five Below. He went into Family Dollar.
All of that for that ass whooping, and you letting this girl whoop your ass. I mean, maybe he wasn't letting, who knows, but you're wilding for going in there doing it. So I had to hit him with the double, yo. And I kind of want to give it to whoever was behind the camera putting that on IG Live, but I'll let that rock because you got the footage. But yo, all of that, and old girl's probably going to go to jail. I'm sure she was like, when the manager called and was like, what the fuck happened at the store? She was like, yo, some dude tried to rob the store. I whooped his ass and I stabbed him. I get a raise, right?
I whooped his ass and I left him for dead and got the Cocoa Pebbles right back.
Listen, I want a bonus. On the shelf. I want a Christmas bonus and I want a shopping spree for me and my family. I saved the store. But my bad, you gotta clean all that up though.
What is wrong with people?
Sorry, shorty.
What is the fuck?
You get one of those. You doing too much, yo. If I worked at a Family Dollar and a motherfucker came in and said, I'm stealing this, be like, all right, have a good day, man. Fuck Family Dollar. What does he take? A soda and some cereal or something? And a pair of slippers. You got it. They gonna take that out my check? Okay, that's $6.
Word. Word.
Cool.
Instead, she whipping out the jig.
Yo, she put the hawk on him, yo.
Damn.
Put the hawk on him.
It is not that serious. Yo, shame on the person. I'm tired of people, man. I'm tired. I'm over it.
You wanted her to intervene, son? Drop the phone.
I'm over it. I'm over it.
Corny, but
I'm over it since I'm over it since George Floyd.
I feel you.
Put the fucking phone down. Do something about it. Do something about it. You seeing the man get stabbed right now. Do something about it. Everybody just want to be IG famous out this motherfucker, man. Everybody just wants likes and follows, and that's all that is literally all society cares about is likes and follows.
Yeah. Tell them why you mad, son. Tell them why you mad.
Bro, it's fucking ridiculous. And it's like people are out here getting hurt, getting shot, getting killed, getting knees in their neck. And you sitting there recording for a motherfucking like, bro. Like, if that's the type of people I'll snatch your phone and fucking break it. What's wrong with you, bro?
And that's the crazy part, because it's so hard to adjust to it, but the ways of the world has changed, but I do come from an era where people will be like, get that camera out my fucking face. And if you recording something you shouldn't be recording, you might get into something that you didn't think you was about to get into.
Yeah.
It's the I don't know that motherfucker mentality now. That's it. It's like, oh, I see that person getting stabbed right now over a box of Kleenex, but you know what? I don't know that motherfucker. Oh yeah, that's a good. Exactly, I'm gonna put a filter on this video. Oh yeah. What the fuck is wrong with people, man?
But yeah, both of them, yo. Why y'all wildin', yo?
For real.
At a Family Dollar.
Like, I can't, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Take a sip of this damn vodka. Hold up. Take a sip of that Get Right.
But you know what? Getting back to it. You know what question still hasn't been answered, but I want to see her on one so bad, yo. Who is going against Missy Elliott, yo? Now, in my mind, I want to say Bus. But who can hang with Missy, yo? Because Missy just...
So we're not necessarily a female because you just said Bus.
Yeah, I'm saying period, yo.
Okay,
like,
period.
Missy's range is that deep, yo.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Busta Rhymes will be a really, really good one.
Mary J. Blige.
I think Mary J's too much on the singing shit. Like, she's too much of a singer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because Mary J. Blige up-tempo shit is basically hip-hop, bro. Like, her up-tempo shit, even though she's singing, it still got that hip, like, she can rock a party with that, and then she has ballads. Missy is not the most lyrical person.
No, she's not.
So we're not really gonna pay attention to the rap aspect of the hip hop. It's just, is it a hip hop hit? You know what I'm saying? Where if you throw on like freaking What's the 411, Mary even spitting bars on that.
Yeah.
You throw on Hateration, that got a hip hop feel to it. She might bring fucking Jadakiss out. You know what I'm saying? You could do stuff like that to match Missy's hip hop songs, and then Missy got ballads that she wrote and is on that can go up against Mary, because, and the real thing, ain't nobody going up against Mary in the R&B world, and ain't nobody going up against Missy with that lane that Missy got. But I think that if those two were to go head to head in a versus, that would be interesting to me.
You know, that song Family Affair with Mary J. Blige was the first and only time that I've ever heard the word dancery.
Yo, you know, I got a funny story about that song, man.
Up in this dancery.
Because when that dropped in like, what was this, 2001. And it's just funny because every time I hear that song, I just remember this shit because it was so fucking funny. But in 01, I used to mess with this girl back when I was living out in Hackensack. And she had a little brother, and we used to we used to run around, go to the store and stuff, and sometimes he had to come with us. And do you remember the video to that song? And it's one part in the video where they do a dance and they're doing like this, like some shit like that or whatever. And we was in the parking lot of Pathmark or whatever. We was coming back to the car, and that song came on. Her brother was goofy, and he started doing the damn dance, and he's doing that shit like the video, singing the song, yo. And you talking about, I wish back then camera phones was big, because I probably still had that video. It was the funniest thing I seen in my life, yo. He had me hollering when he was doing that shit. I remember that shit every time that damn song comes on. I actually remember that more than I remember the damn song.
All I remember is that her hair, if you go back and you look at her hair in that video now, it's pretty bad.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty fucking bad. By 2021 standards.
Yeah. Nah, she had it made me think of what's her name? Y'all remember CeCe Peniston, right?
Oh, I loved Peace. That was my girl,
yeah.
man.
Mm-hmm. And you remember finally the video where she had the little bob. I don't know if it was a wig or her hair, but I hated that so much. It made her look so old. Because the funny thing is like, how old you think she looked in the video?
Like 23, 24 probably.
Nah, she looked older than that to me.
No, not for that time.
I just made it, she was 21. I used to see that in the video. I'm there like, damn, yo, this hairstyle got you looking out 30 out here.
That was what it was. That's what it was, though. Like, at the time, I was the popping hairstyle, man. Like,
but I hated that shit so much. I'm like, yo, you look terrible. And then Keep On Walking came out. I was like, oh, okay, there we go.
I mean, hairstyles, like, hairstyles really do make a big difference. Like, I wasn't a fan when, like, the Sheba look became a reality. And, like, when a lot of shorties started doing the Sheba from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Like, I really wasn't a
like
Sheba from Mortal Kombat.
The high ponytail, like up here?
That mohawk thingy with
it's kind of like the Gumby, but they had the wavy, you know?
Oh, okay. I got you. I got you.
Like when I saw that started
with the door knockers on
reality, I was
shit.
like, wow.
Yeah, it was that and the door knockers, yo.
But it does make like the hairstyle, but CeCe Peniston, she that was that girl next door. I love CeCe Peniston, man.
I still rock.
That was my girl.
I still rock out to them records.
That was my girl.
He Loves Me Too. That's my shit. I still play that shit. She knew how to rock a party.
She did the Keep On Walking, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was my girl, man.
Put her in the verses, yo. CeCe Peniston verses.
Shanice.
I don't know if Shanice holds up though.
Shanice has some stuff, man.
I know.
Shanice has some stuff, man.
You know
I used to rock with her too.
You remember, damn, what the hell was her name? I think she was from First Choice. She did the vocals on all them Black Box records.
Oh, I know who you're talking
like,
about.
Strike
Angela,
It Up and all that.
Wasn't it Angela Wimbush or something like that?
Nah, her name began with an M. But she did the vocals. She did a lot of the vocals for like a lot of records, and she wasn't the person they put in the music video. She actually sued them.
No, I know who you're talking about. I remember that case. I remember
Martha
that case.
Walsh, I think it is. Something like that.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Marsha. I don't
think
remember
it's Martha Walsh, if I'm not mistaken. Because she can play so much. Yo, she's on so many records that you never knew she was on.
But that's like Kelly Price too. Yeah. Like Kelly Price, people know Kelly Price, but they don't know Kelly Price. Like her pen game was sick, man.
Yeah.
And her vocals, like she sang background vocals in a lot of people's joints, man.
Yeah.
But I've got another one for you.
Why was Kelly Price never bigger than she was?
Because there's such thing called the video.
Yeah.
Which is music videos, and the world is vain. And they can't push that look for promotional purposes.
To counter that argument, then what about Jill Scott?
Jill Scott, like Jill Scott, that whole neo movement is a completely different thing than
it wasn't. Yeah, that movement wasn't really about sex appeal. Because think of Jill Scott.
That's completely different than what she was trying to do. Because she was trying to do the R&B thing.
Yeah.
So the R&B to fit in that world, it's the whole vanity of the like we know she could sing, but we can't push your imagery because the sex appeal doesn't apply to the masses the way they want it to or whatever stupid reason.
Yeah.
But we already know. But I wanted to ask you, Jay, who would you say against Karen White? Then she wanted to get in the R&B bag.
Yeah. Karen White, she had that joint. Shit, hell, I'll put her in there with CeCe Peniston.
I think she would wash CeCe. She would wash CeCe. Especially if they did both a live versus.
Them cookout joints, man.
If they did a live versus, if Karen White can still sing Superwoman, son, it's over. It's over. If she can get to the end of Superwoman and still do that, son, it's over.
Maybe, what the hell was her name?
Y'all
Shirley Murdoch.
I gotta be honest with you, man.
I put her in with Shirley Murdoch then.
Okay.
Y'all dropping names that predate my memory bank, bro.
Son, I'm only like 3 years old.
Yeah, but you got an older soul than Smillz though, bro. Like you're a very, very unique case, G. Like you really are. Like I'm looking up Karen White now. Karen White, she came out in '88. I was 2. I was 2. Bro.
I'm surrounded by that stuff. That's why I just said Shirley Murdoch, yo.
Okay, I guess because
either Shirley Murdoch's son or Stephanie Mills.
Well, Stephanie Mills goes all the way back to the 70s, like late 70s.
She still had the 80s bangers though. Late
70s, early 80s.
Yeah. Well, Shirley Murdoch in there though.
Yeah, Shirley Murdoch is definitely up in there.
Yeah, like in my house growing up, like if my parents wasn't listening to like salsa or something like that, like they was listening to Kenny G, man. Shit like that.
Who you got in the Kenny G verses, son?
Do you know who Yanni is?
Yeah. You got Yanni?
Kenny G versus Yanni, baby. Piano versus saxophone.
I thought you was gonna say Najee.
See, I don't know who the fuck that is.
Don't he sing though?
No.
Oh, he's just all instrument? Yeah, I know who Najee is. I didn't know his son.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
I put him in there with Earl Klugh. Look him up. Acoustic guitar specialist. Brother too.
Oh wow, okay.
CD 101.9 verses.
Guitar.
That used to be the shit though.
Yeah.
CD 101.9.
The Cool Cat commercials back in the day, yo.
Cool jazz. Yo, that was the era. It was CD 101.9. It was 107.5 BLS. Hot 97.
Yeah.
98.7 Kiss.
98.7 Kiss.
And that was back when Kiss used to play hip hop.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Kiss used to play hip hop until one year, because when they started doing the 12 days of Kissmas, and I remember they did the 12-day of Kissmas for 2 years, and then the 3rd year they did it, and they was like, yeah, we just playing records like this from now on. And at that point, all that was left was 107.5 and Hot 97 for hip hop, because there wasn't no Power 105 yet. And it's like, damn, we just lost one of the big 3 in hip hop. And then 107.5 switched over, and then all that was left for a second was Hot 97. Then 105 popped.
When did 105 become a thing? Early 2000s or late 90s?
Early 2000s.
Okay.
Yeah, to me, I knew radio was over once 98.7 became ESPN.
Yeah, yo.
Yeah.
That's when it's like, radio is over, bro.
Yeah, that happened. Then CD 101.9 is gone. I don't know.
The only good thing about that, though, that I will say, it's like, it's nice to listen to games on an FM radio. Because
because it was AM
clear.
Forever.
Yeah, AM
forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was back in the day, yo. I used to go to my pops used to take me to work. We'd be in the car in the morning. He'd be listening to Howard Stern. Howard Stern used to go off back in the day.
Yeah.
It was fucking great.
That was when you could listen to, like, they had those stations, like the college stations on like 100.5.
Yeah, that was Stretching like Barbito, yo.
By like 2, 3 in the morning type shit.
Yeah.
Stretching Barbito, yo.
Yeah.
People used to tape Stretching Barbito and sell them shits every week.
The Smillz, you want to bust this what the fuck Smillz, bro?
Yeah, we could get into it.
Let's do it.
Let's get into it.
All right, so, well, in lieu of the whole versus thing, I don't know, did you watch it, Generico? The Fat Joe analysis and breakdown of the verses?
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that, Jay?
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Was that not so entertaining?
Yo,
that
Fat Joe, man, they need to put him up there with Kevin Hart and Snoop, yo.
Oh, man, that was entertaining.
What sidebar real quick, Smillz, before you continue, that Kevin Hart and Snoop shit on the Olympics. It's good. It's good. Yo, Peacock. All I'm going to say is that Peacock is really becoming a fucking big player.
Oh, no, yeah. I'm glad I got
in the streaming world. Yeah.
I'm glad I got my
But I might cut you off,
after
bro.
watching that.
Nah, but basically, I was just saying that because Fat Joe did say something very interesting while he was breaking things down when he was like referencing his mask and how he was seen putting his mask on and whatnot. And he kept like saying how, nah, he was seriously wearing a mask. He wasn't doing it just for the camera because, and he kept saying, because God bless, but Corona was in the building. Trust me, they had Corona in the building. So I started thinking on some next level. Of course, the brain started going into conspiracy mode and stuff like that. And like the bigger picture of the whole thing is, imagine if, like, could we really all be in the mix of the biggest swindle ever as far as the government opening everything up, even though we still know no real answers with this whole coronavirus thing? Like, just think about it. You like, now, if you really are on some population control type craziness, what better way to like control the population than put people in a situation to where the majority of them is going to get sick again and die?
So what you're saying is that they open
a lot of people haven't gotten the vaccination, bro. A lot of people. So what if we're at a phase, if we're going to go on some conspiracy theory thing, what if we're at the phase of the plan to, like I said before, they're weaning out the militant minded. And now you put everybody back out there, get these people sick, get them the fuck out of here.
I mean,
can we get that deep? Can we get that deep with it?
That is like, you opened up the bag and like scooted all of the shit and got super deep in there just now.
What better way than to start with the bastard culture of America, which is the hip hop culture?
I mean, when you say it like that, I see what you're doing there. So basically,
now think about it. Hold on, you got the hip hop culture, and then you opened up so people could go watch basketball.
Well, they did it for baseball too.
Yeah, we're gonna go watch baseball.
They
where
did
the
it
Spanish
for wrestling too.
Where a lot of Spanish and black people like.
What about wrestling?
Wrestling, you got all of the misfits of society. Look at the fan base. We done been up in the building with them.
Sure.
You way in the bottom of the bag, son.
Yeah. When he said this to me yesterday,
I'm just saying, it's something to think about.
Nah, it is.
Like, because if you're going to try to like really try to do some calculated, crazy conspiracy type thing like that, you're going to do it real subtle like that, to where it seems like it's nothing, but it really is something, and the bigger picture of it is way bigger than what you think.
But now it's a matter of keeping an eye on, you know what I'm saying, news reports of have the cases spiked in New York or have a lot of attendees.
They're saying everywhere. They're saying the cases have gone up everywhere.
Well, yeah, they're going up everywhere.
Crazy.
They're going up everywhere. And these variants.
But you still got people going out to venues and stuff like that. Leaving it up to people's discretion.
It's on the line for shit getting shut back down.
Yeah, but
messed up part.
Things is happening in the interim. There ain't no days off with this, bro.
Let me ask you a question, Smillz. Let me ask you a real question, right?
Yeah.
We gonna cut through all the fat right now. Do you believe coronavirus is real?
When you ask the question of do I believe that coronavirus is real, I would have to say yeah, because I know someone that's died from it and my sister had it.
Okay.
I know that it's real.
Do you think that coronavirus was something that was created in a lab to kill off society? Or do you think that coronavirus is what they said it was? Some shit that happened in China with an animal, with a bat, whatever the fuck it was, ended up getting out, and now it's worldwide. Which one do you think?
I am more of a conspiracy theorist. So I think outside of the box. And I know that a big topic has been the overpopulation and how would you control population other than sickness,
right,
or some crazy war,
right,
where a nuke is dropped?
and that would
The
be
more
too,
subtle
that
way to
would be
do it
too
is with
crazy.
sickness. The more
Yeah.
subtle way to do is with the sickness, to where you don't have to affect the whole planet like that.
Got it. Okay. So you think it
So-
was man-made, designed to kill off the people who either know too much, or the people who are too militant-minded, or just the people in society that society can just do without, like the quote-unquote misfits, like you mentioned.
I say it's the last thing that you say.
Okay.
It's something that was manufactured to get rid of the ones that's deemed, basically, you're expendable. You're expendable because you're not part of whatever lineage.
Okay. Okay. What do you think, G?
I mean,
Honest opinion.
Nah, for me, it's real. I had a family member die from it, and at the end of the day, coronavirus is always been here. That's what SARS is. That's what MERS is. If you look on the back of your Lysol can, it's been saying coronavirus since way before this.
Well, the one with the
That is
dog, the
real.
coronavirus and the dog, it's different. This is a mutated version of that.
Yeah, but the basis of it is that this SARS, MERS, they're all types of coronavirus. There's different variants and all of that type of stuff there. Its basis is that. You know what I'm saying? Now, as regards to it being targeted and was it, manufactured and all that, I mean, that I can't speak yay or nay on. All I do say is that in this day and age of technology, motherfuckers can get crafty. So you can't never take
you don't
nothing
put it
like that
past
off the table. But yeah, this government, I don't put shit past it at all. Motherfuckers, like I said, with technology at your disposal these days, motherfuckers can get crafty. So, do I think it was made in a lab? No, I always think it's been here. But do I think it's possible that it can be engineered to be used as a bioweapon? Yeah. That's not impossible.
That's essentially what it is. Yeah. That's it's a bioweapon. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Interesting. Because Smillz showed me a video yesterday right before I left his crib, and it was a very, and we'll keep on this what the fuck Smillz conspiracy kind of tip with this. So just take this with a grain of salt. But it was a video. You know what, Smillz? Please describe that video.
It basically was video evidence that humans are not on the planet in the year 2027. Video evidence. And it's very interesting.
Yeah.
So
And we're gonna even go bigger than that. Nothing living was on this planet.
Damn, so cue up Buster. There's only 5 years left.
That's the crazy part. And like I said, video footage.
But then you got to think like, all right, so we're saying video footage of something 5 years from now. It's crazy. Apparently this dude, what? He slipped into another dimension or some shit like that, and like started like let's talk about what it is. This dude took a video where he was walking the streets, walking the subways, walking in the airport, walking in a bank, walking up to, couldn't get inside of a police station, and bro, there was literally no one in sight. It looked like I Am Legend out there.
Bruh.
No one in sight. He walked into a zoo.
They was trying to say that he was doing it when the corona first came about and people was in quarantine, so he would just be out in the early morning hours filming it and stuff like that. But this is where it gets crazier. Your boy was in a zoo, bruh. Where was the animals?
How he get in the zoo?
He was in the zoo.
He was able to just walk into all of these places
because there's nothing.
Because there was
no living thing. No living thing.
Yeah. So you watch this video, and on the surface, a logical minded person will be like, all right, you know what, this dude, Either he is superior at editing, or he's just choosing the right times to go to places where it's desolate and then make it look like he's the last man on earth, right? But then we get to really thinking, and we're like, okay, well, this dude is supposed to be in the year 2027, right? Where there's nobody on earth. What's going on right now in 2021? There's a worldwide pandemic where people are dying. Is that, if we were to remain in that realm of conspiracy theories, is that what the world's going to look like in 5 years?
For real.
Is there going to be absolutely
things to ponder on?
It is something to ponder on. It's something to ponder on. That's why it's called What the Fuck Smillz.
That's why it's called What the Fuck Smillz. Well, in that case, yo, we only got about 300 episodes left.
Yeah. So we better get on point.
Word.
But all right, y'all. So I guess that'll be it for this week, man. We got to cover that amazing verses. We got to talk about some shit, compare some Cam and Jada fucking lines here, which was funny. Whew. Crazy ass people getting stabbed up in a Family Dollar trying to steal a damn Kleenex.
Family Dollar.
Jesus. And the world's gonna be desolate in 2027, and we all ain't gonna be it. So that's the takeaways from this episode. Yo, leave us with some last words, G.
Yo, man, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. Enjoy yourself out here. Like Buster said, apparently there's only 5 years left. But man, you know, do your thing out here, move accordingly, live life to the fullest, and come back next week, you heard?
Word. Smillz, last words, man?
You just basically hold your head high in freaking all battles, and you still gonna come out on top regardless. Other than that, stay safe and keep it moving, soldiers.
Absolutely. Everybody stay safe, stay happy, all the great stuff. We'll check you next week. Peace.
Peace.
Thanks for listening to Trash Talk with GGS. See y'all next week.